Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video of Fox Reacts. Today we're checking out a new one from Connie X about what if all the Tamers partners from Digimon Tamers BIOMERGE. Let's check this out.
You know, I love making these custom art videos where we explore the what-ifs of Digimon seasons. Stuff that was like implied by the lore or maybe could have happened but we never saw. But what I've grown really fond of right now is stuff like the Frontier Rookies video, where instead of just what-ifs, we're almost kind of fixing long overdue things from a specific season. Which is why I am truly surprised that it took me so long to think, hey, we didn't see biomerges for all of the Digimon Tamers Cap, Takato, Henry, Rika, and Rio. Well, on today's video, let's put a change to that.
I always forget about that last guy.
What is up, digital companions? My name is Carney X and welcome back to another video. And yes, BioMerge Digivolutions for the rest of the Digimon Tamers cast. For this video, we really only have a handful of requirements, and that is basically pulling from what we know of the existing BioMerge Digivolutions. These forms should be humanoid, really humanoid. You see this in Gallantmon, Sakuyamon, and Justimon, and even in Mega Gargamon, which does have that dog face, but is still very much proportioned like a man. A dog man. Oh god, the horror. And so the biomerges for this video will be no different. We're also going to keep up some semblance of like armor or battle clothing for all of these, because that does seem to be a recurring factor in the existing biomerge Digimon too. But we're not going to go super hardcore with it, like it doesn't have to all be armored, you know, it can be battle gear, battle orientated fashion, even safety wear kind of for one of these Digimon. I once again teamed up with the wonderful artists Dry, Some Guy 944, Capney, and All Trade for this video. Do go check their links in the description below, because them and all the other artists I work with are why we get to do these videos, so showing them love in return is really important to me. So let's begin with Capney's first piece, and yes, in this video I am finally getting to include Minami and Alice, thankfully, and Capney's take on Minami's biomerge Digivolution with her Labramon or Caesarmon is Amamon. This is a deity Digimon, said to have once brought light into the digital world. This Digimon wields 3 items, a sacred mirror shield, sacred beads on its helmet, and finally a sacred sword. This Digimon has a close relation to Susanumon. Susanumon being a destructive god Digimon meant to destroy the network system and regenerate it, this Digimon is the light of the network system, and uses its power to prevent it from descending into chaos. I love what Capney did here, taking inspiration from Amaterasu and adding it to the existing Shisa motif of Caesarmon. This is very similar to the way Sakuyamon adds the Konohana Sakuyahime to the existing Fox and Tau elements of the Renamon line. I also love that you can still see some of that kind of like baked clay vibe that you see in Caesarmon worked into Amamon. Excellent work. And then next up is a piece by Dry, who took on Alice and her Dobermon's biomerge Digivolution, Nepthismon. It gets its name from the Egyptian goddess Nephthys, associated with mourning, death, night/darkness, and divine assistance in rituals, and it's even the mother of Anubis in some texts, which would tie directly into Alice's Dobermon's V-Pet Mega, usually being Anubismon. According to Dry, he took the liberty of representing Dobermon's entire line, considering Alice's connection with death, and Cerberusmon and Anubismon both being based on guardians of the afterlife in some way. It felt too good of a theme not to use them. I personally also suggested when I pitched this idea to all the artists that it would make sense for this biomerge to continue up with Alice's theme, in her clothing of gothic Lolita fashion, which Dry absolutely did, but mixed in some Egyptian elements and gave her some angelic features to tie everything in a nice bow. Alright, then let's talk about Susie.
We're back.
And her partner Lopmon. For their biomerge, I asked Capney to focus on the differences between Lopmon's evolutions and Terriermon's. While Terriermon's line has tons of guns, armor, and things like that, Digimon like Antilamon and Cherubimon are far less armored, and the kind of good champion of Lopmon that we never saw in Tamers or 02, Teruimon, is very martial arts and melee based. As such, the biomerge form of Suzy and Lopmon will be Teshuumon. This is a powerful Digimon whose fighting style is incorporated with the art of dance. Those who have witnessed this Digimon fighting claim its elegance and movements flow similarly to water. Even when this Digimon dual wields their axes, the elegance of water is apparent. So yeah, I love how Capney mixed the human and the rabbit in a new way we haven't really seen in a Digimon before, and we get to keep the Chinese heritage of the one family intact. Then is Impmon, who is of course partnered with I and Marco. I commissioned All Trade to give them a biomerge, or well, trio merge, if you will, very good, into Gestramon. I gave the initial pitch as this Digimon tying into the idea of Gemini, of two halves to reference the twins, Ai and Marco, and to make it feel unique from Beelzemon. All Trade took that jumping off point and then took inspiration from the idea of Impmon's kind of clown-like / demonic nature, melding with the innocence of children, creating a fallen angel-type clown Digimon. All Trade says that he fully imagines that despite being a BIOMERGE, this thing is still kind of weaker than Beelzemon Blast Mode, but probably stronger than the base Tamers version of Beelzemon himself. I really like that there's a kind of jester and clown vibe, and of course the split down the middle to this Digimon, because it really does make it feel like something different to Beelzemon, while still keeping very much the spirit of Impmon intact. Alright, so let's talk Kazu and Kenta. As you probably noticed earlier, we made Alice BIOMERGE with Dobemon, which is a champion, not a rookie, and while in the show we only ever really saw rookie BIOMERGE, Kazu and Kenta don't really have their partners be rookies for any time that they're partners. We do of course know that Kazu's Guardraman was originally an Andromon and probably would revert to her Guramon most likely, but for the purposes of this video, we're going to say that BIOMERGE just occurs at the default state of that Digimon, and generally the default state of the partner Digimon for the people that do BIOMERGE, with the exception of Rio, which does kind of prove that you can kind of BIOMERGE at any point.
Reality can be whatever I want.
So yeah, because of that precedent set by Rio, for Kazu, Kenta, and a couple of others, it's going to be the stage that they are normally seen at, not just their rookie. My jumping off point for the Kazu and Guardraman BIOMERGE was that I really wanted a Guardraman Mega that preserved the brass and steam vibes that Andromon, Hyandromon, etc. just kind of abandoned, and All Trade thoroughly delivered and added a ton of references to boot. The metal Greymon head in its shoulders calls back to the card game Kazu and Takato used to play, and the Orochimon arm is a reference to the Digimon they were fighting when Guardraman and Kazu became partners. This is very similar to how Machine Dramon is assembled from different machine Digimon parts, but for the purposes of good. According to All Trade, the head actually has two references in it. All Trade used both Hyandromon and Power Rangers to figure out the design for the visor, but more importantly, the hair is red because of Black War Kazumon. Kazu's imagined Digimon partner form's hair was red. All Trade said he likes the idea of Craniumon for the BIOMERGE, which I can definitely see working, but as the intent of this video is to make brand new BIOMERGE forms, I really do think that Punk Andromon stands great alongside the likes of Hyandromon and Craniumon. And then sliding over to Kenta, I gave Dry my initial idea of what the Marine Andromon BIOMERGE might be. And like with the armor video, I know that Marine Andromon is already like a mega level Digimon, so we're going to say for the purposes of this video that the BIOMERGE is kind of like a super ultimate or ultra level Digimon, or just a mega that is stronger than Marine Andromon by itself. The ocean, the marine is of course very important to Marine Andromon, but I also like the idea of keeping up the love heart themes, but in a way you might not normally think about the love heart, and that's when I remembered the K-pop heart. I'm such a boomer.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
Which of course was popularized in South Korea, but I think it's kind of a worldwide thing now, which made me think Kenta and Marine Andromon's BIOMERGE form could be a sort of boy band Japanese idol Digimon, and that is Ningyomon. Ningyomon gets its name from the Ningyo, a human fish creature in Japanese mythology. I settled on the etymology coming from Ningyo because it's a generally more gender-neutral term than words like merman and mermaid, but also because the very similarly named Ningyo are a type of Japanese doll, which depict many different things from children and babies to warriors and heroes, and even fairy tale creatures and gods. Dry said Kenta is described as a meek and insecure boy. He often follows Takato and Kazu around without question, so his personality fits well with the supporting role of his partner, Marine Andromon. Dry felt like his BIOMERGE would involve his desire to support his friends, overcoming his insecurities, and together with the charming abilities of Marine Andromon, he would turn into this kind of bard character, singing, telling jokes, or inspiring his allies. With his water jetpack, he can attach them to his back and move out of danger quickly, or upstage everyone by lifting himself with the jetpack on his feet. And then finally is Jerry and her belated partner Leomon. Due to the fact we of course don't really see Leomon through to the end of the season, some guy 944 was inspired to go two distinct ways with Jerry and Leomon's BIOMERGE. And the first of those two options is actually more of a BIOMERGE with the D-Reaper, and that is BIOMERGE type Leo. After seeing the Tamers use their own BIOMERGE to push the D-Reaper back, the D-Reaper is enraged and uses Jerry and remnants of Leomon data fired by Beelzemon to create this D-Reaper agent, an unstable mockery of BIOMERGE with incomplete data, always on the verge of breaking down. I genuinely think that BIOMERGE type Leo would fit in so well into the existing canon of Tamers, and really provides a nice mirror to the triumphant moments of BIOMERGE that would work so well and be so creepy. But it doesn't always have to be a bad ending for Jerry, right? So maybe we can imagine a world where Leomon gets to come back as a Digi-Egg, or not die at all, and give Jerry and Leomon their true BIOMERGE form, Ryamon, a gladiator Digimon with a strong sense of justice and will, who will go out of its way to help weaker Digimon in need, wielding a large sword with one hand, and its other arm is armoured with a claw. And as such, it has great offensive and defensive power. I love the idea of a BIOMERGE giving a kind of feminine-looking Leomon variant, which we don't really have, and we chose the name Ryamon from Rhea, a mother goddess in Greek mythology, who was a titaness warrior who was closely associated with lions, which I felt worked very well here. Also, while it's very loose, Leo and Rhea are kind of similar with that L and R mix in Japanese. To put it in complete layman's terms, often R supplements L in Japanese, so it'd be Ryo and Rhea, kind of. It sort of works for wordplay. Almost. But anyway, those are our BIOMERGEs for the Digimon Tamers partners that didn't get them in the original season. Huge thank you to the wonderful artists who made this video possible. Again, please do go check out their links in the description down below, and please do like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video so we can make more of them. Thank you to my sovereign ZDK14 for holding it down.
And with that, we're gonna end off today's video. So, I want you all to remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Down in the description will be a link to the original video, so remember to support the original creator and all they do, and I'll see all of you folks next time. Peace out.